I'm just leaving Hat Creek Motel. That's the resort back there. After the cave, it started raining, and eventually it kind of turned into this rain snow. Or maybe the rain was just freezing on me. Either way, it was really cold, and I got in the dark at like about 8 p.m. But I'm really glad I called ahead and they had my key there. Got in, the room was really warm, and I was able to lay everything out and dry everything out. And I felt much happier. I feel much better about heading out and potentially sleeping in my tent tonight now that it's dry. But it is supposed to rain again this afternoon for a few hours. It's like 50% chance of snow turning into rain. Because right now it's like 32 degrees, so it's still pretty cold. But I mean, I'm starting off dry, and then there's I think it's called Drake's Bad Ranch. I'm gonna try to make it there tonight. Hopefully they have accommodations for PCT hikers. It sounds like in the past they have. I might be able to stay inside of a cabin. I'm not sure, but if anything, that's a place that I know at least I could take shelter in at the end of the day if things aren't going well. And like maybe I don't know, there's a campground nearby too, which I could backtrack to get to that. But sounds like they often have leftovers from dinner for through hikers, so that would be pretty awesome. I did eat a lot of my food yesterday. I think it was just because it's been so cold and I'm burning more calories, so I'm just eating so much more. It'd be nice to supplement that. But the store here at Old Station doesn't open till 9, and it's like, well, you know, I have to make miles, so I couldn't just wait around for 9 o'clock. So I'm already leaving later than I wanted to. It's 7:30 right now. Now I have miles of uphill to walk today. You can tell where the frost is all melted for the most part, or some branches still frost. But looking on ahead, all of the trees there are white. And it just washes out. There's a mountain out there. Let me see if I could. There you go. It's a big mountain up there that's all covered in snow. So I have like 10 or so miles of uphill hiking. I'm sure it's just gonna become more and more white and frosty as I go up, unless it melts by the time I get there. But it's also possible that all of the afternoon rain that's forecasted will just all be snow at that elevation. So that would be, I'd rather have it snow on me than rain, because that way I could stay drier, depending on how wet the snow is. But it's more miserable to just be soaking wet rather than just have snow on you. This was not something I was expecting to see. I was just walking by, and there's suddenly a deer hoof, just a foot, just laying there. I wonder where the rest is. Well, I think I've finally caught up to the snow. There's a little bit of snow on most things. With the sun being out, all of the snow is melting, and it's all falling off the trees and chunks of ice and snow and water. It's pretty wet. It's not really fun, but it's what it is. So as I've been hiking up in elevation, there's just been more and more snow. Like, this is a pretty substantial amount of snow that's on things. It's like really good packing snow. This is kind of fun. This is pretty good. Well, I am now entering Lassen Volcanic National Park. Woo! This is exciting. This whole area is just so pretty right now. This is like the perfect snowy mix of, it's not too cold yet the snow is here and the sun is shining. The woods are so pretty and the trees are still covered in snow. I love this. You can really tell how few people have come through here just by knowing that these are my tracks and that there are no tracks up ahead. There's no one out here. I just gotta say that there is a lot more snow now than there was before. There was enough snow, so I had to make a snowman. He's a little bit sad. I didn't have that many materials to work with, but I did it. I like my snowman. Well, I'm not really happy with the situation. I need to cross here. There doesn't seem to be. I'm gonna try. It doesn't seem to be any dry way. I'm gonna try down there, but the temperature's been dropping and I'm pretty cold. I'm wearing my fleece, puffy, and rain jacket, and during the day some of the snow melted. I'm walking in slush and puddles all day. My feet are soaking wet and freezing, and I do not want to just go, like, they're not that wet, but they're pretty wet. I don't really want to go into cold water when it's this cold. That is concerning to me. I'm a few miles away from Drake's Bad Ranch. I know the temperature is going to drop a lot on the way there, so hopefully I can stay warm. Hopefully they'll let me stay or warm up at least. Oh man, this is not going to be a fun night if I have to night hike and camp somewhere in the snow. I'm not really feeling comfortable with crossing this and going up to that log covered in snow and that's visibly soaking wet, and then crossing, it doesn't even touch the land on the other side. That does not look very good. Oh, I just crossed. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. Oh, this, being in the water is the last thing that I wanted to do. Oh, I'm so cold to the bone. I think it's below freezing right now. It's probably in the upper 20s. Oh, it feels like there's just ice in my socks. Oh. So right now I'm in Drake's Bad Guest Ranch, and everything worked out really awesomely yesterday. I got into the dining hall and there were 3 other PCT hikers. They took a 0 because of the snow. Apparently this area had gotten 6 inches of snow but then continued to melt in the afternoon. But the staff let them just have a room, which I'm in right now, which is a big bed and then bunk beds, and it was, so there were a couple and another guy, and they were just using the bed in the lower bunk. And well, first of all, the staff here like comped them the room, which is normally like with 3 people or something like that, it's like $400 a night. So they comped it for 2 nights, and they had the extra bed in here. It's just mind-blowing. I can't believe they did that. But it was really bad weather. But the 3 of them said that I could have the top bunk, so I got to stay in here for free last night and be warm. And it was really nice. Because it was just freezing outside. I had water on my pack just when it was warmer out, and it was just like dripping on my pack, and then by the time I took a break I noticed that it was all ice. There was just chunks of ice attached to my pack. It was that cold. But back to the dining experience. They have a menu just for PCT hikers, and it's cheaper. It might be a more simple menu or something, but it was really nice. It was $17, and I'd gotten shrimp with this cheesy risotto with vegetables mixed in, and then like a big pile of vegetables. And their bread at the beginning was really good too, and dessert wasn't included, but they just gave it to me for free. It was supposed to be $5 extra. They gave me a carrot cake and a big scoop of huckleberry ice cream. And it was so good. I couldn't actually finish all the vegetables. I left some of the carrots because they were kind of crunchy. But I was so full. Actually, I had a hard time sleeping almost because one, the bed was just so comfortable, and I was too full. Like the bed, even though it's a bunk bed, was like a memory foam mattress. It was so comfortable. The staff here are so nice. Like, this has just been awesome after everything yesterday and how cold it was and walking in the river. Like, this place is really awesome. And their breakfast starts in about 30 minutes, so I'll head down there and get some breakfast too. But the other 3 hikers here, they already left. Today's actually their last day. They are through hiking, but they flipped like a dozen times, it sounds like. But today is their last day. They have 27 miles left to hike, and they will have completed the entire Pacific Crest Trail, so that's really cool. And it's funny how today's my last day out here, but not finishing the trail. I'll come back next year and hike, but as far as this year, today will be my last day. My mom's gonna meet me in Chester, and it's like 19 miles. I'm heading back to the trail now. I just had the Drake's Bad Ranch breakfast buffet. It was $13, and I am so stuffed. Got enough food in me to last me to town. And they're just so friendly. Definitely worth the side trip. Also, everything is all frozen. That field over there is all ice. Everything is a frost on it. It's supposed to get up to 50 today. It should be a lot nicer. And no rain or snow. It should be a lot better. A lot of water on the trail yesterday because all the snow melts, and it's all just frozen right now. There's a frozen layer on top of the deeper spots. It's just crazy. You know, I'm gonna try not to walk in that stuff. I'd heard that there's a hot springs at Drake's Bad Ranch, and the stream is just steaming, and there's the ranch down there. I stuck my finger in and it's warm, like it's warm, like toasty warm. Like it's tempting just to put my feet in there because my toes are numb. Look, it's really warm. This is a hot spring. It's actually pretty sad thinking that this is my last day out here this year. Like, it's kind of conflicting. Like, I want to go home, and this weather has been pretty brutal and not all that fun, but at the same time, like, I have the desire just to keep going. If only it was earlier in the year and I had more time, but it doesn't work that way. So this is Boiling Springs Lake. I thought it was a cloud at first when I was rounding the corner, but no. Oh, it's a lake. Look at all that steam coming off of it. It's incredible. Well, I guess it makes sense that there's all this, what is it called, geothermic activity? I think that's the right term. Because this is a volcanic national park. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That was very satisfying to do. So I've seen this before where it's really cold out, the air temperature's cold, but like a log will be wet, and then once it hits the sun, like once the sun hits it, it starts steaming. So that's what's happening right now. It might be hard to tell on the camera, but it's definitely interesting. Well, I just started walking down the wrong trail for 0.3 mile. I wanted to take the side trail to see Terminal Geyser, and I guess I'm going on the Terminal Geyser trail in the opposite direction, just because there was a sign that said Terminal Geyser Trail, so I started following it, assuming that would take me there. But there were two intersections that were 20 feet apart, and I guess I was misinformed. So now I'm walking back to the intersection to hike in the other direction. I'm really glad that I checked my phone. I really like this app, Gut Hooks. It's really informative to show that, hey, I am not on the trail that I thought that I was. Well, at least it's nice out. It's definitely been warming up. The snow and ice is kind of melting and falling off all the trees, but it's supposed to get up to about 50 today. So that sounds pretty warm and toasty. So this is Terminal Geyser. I don't think I'm supposed to get closer than this. And it looks like there's some hot springs coming from it, which I'm assuming are quite hot. It's really interesting, the colors down in there though. Well, this sign marks the other end of the park. I am leaving Lassen Volcanic National Park. Woo! These look like some relatively fresh bear tracks right through here. Probably from today. Oh boy. So out here, there's no consistent blazing at all. Like the AT has this white rectangle, and out here, just random. But for the past 200 miles, the trail's been blazed by these white diamonds. Not sure how much further it continues, especially since I'm getting off trail in 10 miles, but yeah, for like the last couple hundred miles, that's what it's been, and it's been pretty consistent. They've actually been spaced out in a way that, like, you can see the next one up there, like on that tree right there. I'm just hiking along the side of this mountain, and suddenly there's a truck down there. This is really steep. I'm really confused because the trail's like this and it's just steep on both sides. Like, maybe there's a road up there for all I know. I mean, that's one hell of a location for a truck to end up. Yeah, so I guess there was a road up here. It's a turn here. It probably just, going this direction, missed it and just flew off the side of this cliff here. Just went straight down. I guess the truck just got left there.